Hey, so this behind me, that building over there, it's a Malta Stock Exchange. They call it the Borsa di Malta, which sort of means the bag. I don't know why, but there we are. Obviously doesn't just mean bag. I just asked someone and he said it's only sort of 20-ish, maybe more years old, so it's a fairly new thing. But Malta as a trading nation is ancient. So Malta's way older than probably any country of any of you who are watching, including me. Unless you're in the Middle East, then maybe. But certainly England, you know. Malta's been trading like as far back as the Phoenicians. They taught them sort of glass blowing and they traded lace and things like that. And the Romans, they were trading directly with the Romans, honey, salt, things like this. And nowadays they're still trading, a kind of really good merchant nation, you know. They're very, very good at business and stuff. It's kind of good having a YouTube channel because they actually let me go inside and take pictures. I've tried that before and they're like, no, you can't go inside, it's proprietary. Now that I've got a YouTube channel, they'll let me inside, so thank you very much. So I'm here today in Valletta, which is like Malta's capital city, basically. Very, very old city, again built as a defense. I just wanted to talk about some of the traders I like to watch, really. Not even traders, just stuff about trading that I like to watch. So the thing about social trading is that we're all learning, at least I'm still learning, you know? And I just wanted to show you kind of some of the stuff that I've been watching, which informs, I don't know, I guess some of the things I say. Sometimes I say, you know, I was watching videos, I was watching traders, or they talk about the 90-90-90 rule. That stuff, and a lot of the stuff about diversification and trade size limits and all that I've been talking about recently, comes from a guy called Anton Creel. Now Anton Creel, I just love watching his videos. He doesn't always, you know, he runs this thing called the Institute of Trading and Portfolio Management, who I haven't tried their services, I don't know how good they are when you sign up, whatever. Haven't done that, I'm not endorsing it like that. But his videos, super useful. I just like watching Anton, is the truth. He's just a classic city boy, we call him in England. He's not, he's actually from Liverpool. And when you call someone a city boy, it kind of refers to not London. People think of London as the city, but the city of London is actually 1 square mile within London, and it's the financial district. It's actually a corporation. It's run separately from the rest of London, and it's called the City of London. It's the financial area. And this guy's like a classic. They have a way of talking and a way of looking, and he's a guy who was a professional trader. He studied, did really well, and was recruited by Goldman Sachs. To be recruited by Goldman Sachs, that's no small feat. So this guy was recruited by them, went to work for them, got a lot of experience, and now runs his own thing, sort of mentoring and training other traders, new traders. And he's got these videos out. And I think if you're new and you don't know what's happening at all, like me, this is the guy I'd suggest for a broad overview of what's going on and some of the important factors and some of the risks for new traders. Just have a watch, and it helps a little bit to sort of, okay, this is what's going on. Bit scary, but kind of good that it's a bit scary because it's money. So yeah, Anton Creel. I'll put a link in the description. I love listening to Anton. I mean, really, I just like listening to Anton. He's got that kind of, yeah, everything's very straightforward and very precise and very classic city guy. I grew up kind of in the 80s watching that culture, so it's nice to see, especially because I think he's also a very decent guy. It's the Prime Minister's office. It's actually called the Auberge de Castile. It was built by some of the Knights of Malta when they were here. There were these knights, long time ago, different story, but the Knights built that, and now it's the Prime Minister's offices. Very nice. I used to watch Max Keiser a lot as well. He's on RT. I thought he was good. He's always talking about economics and what's happening, but I ended up thinking it might be a little bit propaganda, so I kind of stopped watching it. He's always saying the same stuff, but he's also useful. And there was a guy who used to appear on his show called Reggie Middleton. He used to have a blog called Boom Bust Blog. He was also really useful. I like listening to him a lot. Gave a sort of outside, different viewpoint on it all. But then he started his own crypto coin called Veritasium. Now that's all he talks about, so I don't really listen to him anymore either. This is the back of the stock exchange, and the back of the stock exchange leads on to Upper Baracca Gardens. These gardens were built by the Knights of Malta. They were built by the Italian Knights so they could have somewhere to sort of chill out in the evening. It's a nice thing to do. So back long time ago, many hundreds of years ago, there were a bunch of people called the Knights of Malta, and they were knights from all over Europe, everywhere, from Spain, Portugal, Germany, England, France, Italy. And they came here to sort of try and defend the island against the Ottoman Empire, who were sort of, I don't know, trying to rule Europe at the time, whatever. So they built this, they built all of Valletta, Grandmaster La Vallette, and they built this, Upper Baracca Gardens, just so they could have somewhere to chill in the evening. This is what they built, so they could have somewhere to kind of relax. And I'm going to show you now like what it overlooks. It's quite stunning. Hold on. Okay, the next one is about high frequency trading. This is just fascinating. I find it fascinating, so I thought I'd tell you about it. I don't know how useful it is for trading exactly, but it kind of does speak to some of the aspects of it. Like something Anton Creel talks about. He talks about how nowadays you can't, when he started back in the 80s, people used to do very short-term trading. They used to be like day traders. So they'd be in and out of the market in a day, and they'd make it like a vast amount of money doing this, really quick trades, sort of scalping they call it. And he explains you can't do this now because of high frequency trading. So this documentary that I'm going to link to in the bottom by a company called Backlight, to documentary makers, it's about high frequency trading, algorithmic trading. Basically they've developed machines, pieces of software, extremely clever mathematicians, coders, physicists have done this, where it's not like us, where they can make maybe a trade every 2 minutes or a trade a minute. These guys, these machines can make like 14,000 trades a second. Basically this is why day trading and short-term trading and scalping can't really be done so much anymore. You can't make a lot of money like you used to. So how do you adjust your strategy? It's something, you know, Anton Creel talks about, sort of more medium-term trades, you know, 1 to 3 months. This is why. You might not enjoy it. Kind of geeky, that's why I like these things, but check it out, it's really nice. Look at these churches. Amazing. Valletta's kind of full. It's like a living museum. It's full of churches and stuff like this. Behind me the other way, there's another one. It's amazing, actually. Beautiful place. And then slightly more obvious and a bit closer to home, if you're on eToro and you're not actually watching, there's a guy called Jay, I don't know if you know JayNemesis, he's one of the popular investors on eToro. He's doing really well. I think he's the most copied investor. And he has something called a Twitch channel. Twitch is like a live streaming application, platform, website, where people usually stream gaming, actually, but he is streaming trading. So every Tuesday and Friday, I think, he may have changed it, don't hold me to that, but he does live streaming of his trading for like 3-4 hours. He answers questions, he talks through his trades, you know, what he's doing. You can hear other people's comments, other people asking questions. It's free. And I think that's an amazing resource, and it's a bit closer to home, you know? It's someone who we can actually talk to, who you know from eToro. He's doing well, he's on there all the time. So that's really useful. You can ask him questions and stuff, but a bit higher end questions, you know? If everyone keeps asking him the same basic questions, check Investopedia first, check babypips.com first, learn some of the basics, but then watch his channel to get some insights into how he trades. He's doing it full time now, so really useful. So yeah, check out Jay. I won't put the link to his twitch.tv. It's twitch.tv/JayNemesis, JayNemesis. But I won't put the link to that. I'll put the link to Jay's profile below, because I don't know how long he's going to keep it going, because it's quite an amazing thing to do. It's time consuming and I don't want a dead link. So if you copy him or follow him, whatever, on eToro, then he usually posts, you know, I'll be streaming in 3 hours, or I'll be streaming in 1 hour, or I'll be streaming in 30 minutes. So that's the easiest way. I'm not saying you have to copy him, just follow him, and then you'll see all his updates. When he posts something on eToro, you'll see it and you'll get alerted. Very useful, that one. And you can meet other people from eToro, you know, you can meet other people kind of like us who are just trying to learn how to trade, and maybe get some other advice from them, you know. Really useful. I like the social trading thing. Alright, so that's it basically. some resources, some things to watch, waste a little more of your time, but they're kind of useful. I like them. I can watch them for hours, these things. Kind of learning and seeing what's happening. I find it really interesting. It's kind of how I got into this. So anyhow, that's a bit for today from the lovely capital city of Valletta. You know, hope they're useful. If I think of any others, I'll let you know. And if you have any others which you think are kind of useful, comment them, you know, let me know. Because I'm probably missing a whole bunch. I just trawl around a lot and every so often I find them and I think, wow. So anyhow,